Hello Stampers, it's Jackie Ballheis from Confident Stampers. I am so excited to share with you a one-sheet wonder. And all that really means is we're going to take a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. I'm going to show you how to cut it to make 6 cards. And I even have a free download for you that shows you how to cut it and complete your cards. So make sure to check out the description of the video for the link to get that free download. And let's go ahead and create the cards. I'm so excited to share this one-sheet wonder with you. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's an old term. I think we've been doing one-sheet wonders for 20 plus years. But basically, it means you take a piece of either designer series paper or maybe cardstock that you've just randomly stamped, and you cut it up according to a diagram to make several cards. So the one I have to share today, we're going to use just a 6x6 piece. I'm using this one from, I think this is called Full of Life. Oh my gosh, you guys, this designer series paper is so fun. I've shared a few cards with it already, and I'm sure I'm going to use this a ton. But I thought it would be perfect for this project to just make a stack of 6 cards to send to friends for no reason at all. You know, sometimes we get so stuck on just sending them for birthdays, but I like to send random cards. So we're going to use this piece. Now, I have a free download for you over on my website. This is what it looks like. It has the cutting diagram and all the directions to make all 6 cards. So in the link to, or down in the description of this video, you'll find the link, and that'll take you over there where you can download this for free and print it out and make these cards. But I'm going to show you how simple it is to follow the diagram and make up these 6 quick and easy cards. So here's our diagram. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Now on the diagram, these cards are labeled number 1 through 6. So as you cut, you know, if you want to, you could label your pieces, or it'll be pretty easy to figure it out. And I think this diagram's written really easy where it says cut number 1, cut number 2. So I'm going to just follow it here. And it says, and this is not directional, so it doesn't really matter where I start. So cut number 1 is to cut a 2-inch piece off. So there's our 2-inch piece. And then with this one, we're going to cut off a 1/2 inch to make this 5.5. And this is the only little scrap that we're not going to use on our 6 cards. So now we have 2 by 5.5, and we're going to cut this at 3/4. Well, that worked pretty good with my circles on there. So I have a 3/4 piece and a 1 1/4 piece. This is card 1, this is card 2. So we're going to just set those aside, and then we're going to come back to this piece, and we're going to start card number 3 needs a 1.5 piece, 1.5 inch piece. So there's that one, and then a 1.5 inch piece for card number 4. And then this piece is going to make 5 and 6. So we can set our cutter aside. And with this one, and you'll see on the diagram, it says to use a circle punch. I'm going to use the heartfelt hexagon punch because this actually works really good for this. And I'm going to stick it in all the way in. I would do the same if it was a circle or whatever shape, or you could use a die for this. And so all the way in, centered left to right, and we're going to punch that out. So you'll see that just gives me a nice little window opening plus this piece. So this is for card 5. This is for card 6. So I'm going to set these aside here, put that aside, and then we can bring in our card bases. Now, I have already done all the cutting for the layering, and for the video, I kept it super simple. All my bases are crumb cake. All my layers are basic black. Now, I have a whole nother set of cards I'm going to share with you, but the whole idea here is you could use this with absolutely any designer series paper, and then just select some coordinating card bases and your layering pieces. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is start out by just putting together the card base with our designer series paper, and then we'll add our greetings. So I think if I have this right, they are stacked in order. So we're going to start with card number 1. Grab our adhesive here. Now again, depending on what kind of designer series paper you're using, be a little careful with directional, because some of these pieces go this way and some go that way to do the cards. Or you could change up the cards a little bit if you needed to for the directional. So that just goes like so. And I love this black with this paper because black always looks really good with with all colors. And there's so many different colors going here. So that one's gonna just go on my card base like so. So there's our first one. We're gonna go ahead, this will go really quick because I've got everything pre-cut for you. Now on that download, that PDF, it will give you all the measurements for not only the diagram, but also the measurements for these layering pieces. And again, you could mix and match the colors. I just decided to use all black. So we're gonna go like so. And then really, I mean, these cards, when you're all done with them, it's kind of just letting the designer series paper do the bulk of the work. And then we're just gonna add a greeting. So there's card 2. And then we'll move on to card number 3. And this one, we've got 2 pieces. These are the same size for 3 and 4. So, now, depending on your designer series paper, you could actually flip it over and use the back side as well, but I like the dots. So we're going to do like this. So card number 3, our little piece is going to go right like so. There's 3, and then here's 4. Now, if I did not have all these pieces pre-cut, I would like kind of maybe cut the black as I was going. You know, once you've got that designer series paper cut, this part's easy. Okay, so we are up to, let's see, we're gonna go this way. This one's number, what do we got, 4, right? I'm losing count here, we're making these so fast. So there's 4, eyeball that right there. Okay. And then this is number 5, which is going to go like that, but I'm not going to put this one together yet. We'll come back to that one. You'll see why in a second. And then number 6, actually, we're not going to put this whole one together, I don't think. We have just 2 little strips of the black here. So we're going to get these laid down. This way, all these pieces are kind of ready to go. So let's just put that there. Now with this, you could add, and you'll see on the other set of cards I have, I did add other things. I added some, what did I add? Sequins and linen thread, I think. So you can make these really as stepped up and fancy as you want. Okay, let's set this one aside. So this is number 6. So 5 and 6 aren't quite as far along as that one. So let's get this and let's grab our stamps and our ink pads. Okay, for our cards, we're going to use the Heartfelt Hexagon stamp set along with the punch. Great greeting to combine with just about any design of designer series paper. And again, because we're keeping this one really simple, we're going to do these all in the same color. So I'm going to stamp some hexagons here. Let's see, can we fit? Now notice I'm going along the edge here because I need to be able to punch them out. And let's see, that one, I only need to do 5 initially here, like so. So that was Coastal Cabana. And then let's take Blueberry Bushel. I think these colors will look good no matter what kind of blend of colors we got. And we're just going to make all these cards the same. So I just have a stack to pop in the mail anytime I need a card for whatever, because I like to send random cards. Okay, so let's just keep stamping these like so. And then we can take our punch and we will punch all of these out. There's that one. So could have done this at the beginning, or you could do this as you go. I like to, when I'm doing a stack of cards like this, to kind of do it in batches. Like we cut all this cardstock and then we cut all the designer series paper. Now we did almost all the greetings. Okay, there's those. Now we're going to come back to this one before we put our stamps away, because for this one, I want the greeting to go in the inside of my window. So I'm going to layer it because this is one of the layers. This actually has a white layer and a black layer. And I want my words to be right in there. So I'm not adhering it, okay? But I'm just going to hold it on there, kind of line it up. Let's grab our stamp and stamp right through that opening like so. And then we're going to set this aside. Okay, let's move our ink pads. And then we can bring all of our card bases back in, grab our dimensionals, and we're ready to put these cards together. Like I said, it really does not get any easier than the cards we're making today. So let's go ahead. And actually, I didn't make these ahead of time, so I'm hoping this color looks good. I think it does. So we are just going to pop up our greeting on here. And like all of these are so easy. Let's see. I think I like to switch them up. And I think the directions kind of show these go in different directions here. This one, let's see. We should kind of follow so that you're not confused when you see the directions. We're going to go that way. Now, that heartfelt hexagon actually has a few other greetings as well. I hope your day is filled with joy is one of them. There's a birthday one, so you could mix and match them if you want. But again, we kept these so easy, and then we'll do that. Now, I am not going to add any linen thread, embellishments, or anything on them. We're going to keep them simple, but you could certainly, let's see, you could add, and you'll see on the other cards, add to them if you want. Okay, there is all of those. Now, this one was a little bit different because our designer series paper is just the punched out piece. And so what we're going to do is we'll stick a couple of dimensionals on here, and then I got to think about how I want this. I think what we're going to do is something like so. So let's stick that one down, and then we'll stick that. Now this one, because it's overlapping, I'm going to put my dimensionals more over here. Let's see. Let's get confused. There we go. And then, dimensional backings everywhere. We'll stick that one like so. Okay, there's that one. And then our final one, because this one we did not do any of the assembling because there's a little bit more to this one. Let's see, foam folder, get a crisp edge. What we're going to do here is we'll start by putting our white onto the black, like so. And then this is going to go onto our card on the center. And then our little window out of our designer series paper, we're going to put dimensionals. Oh, look at that. We could go that way as well. But let's keep it all the same. This is a fun piece because some of them, they get different like color shades on the back with this paper. But this one got a really nice mix. Kind of wishing I maybe would have flipped it over, but that's okay. Let's peel these all off. Oh, come on. They don't want to come off for me today. That one, and that one. And then we're going to stick that right on top of the white, like so. So there's card number 7. So there we go. We got 7 cards. Let's bring these all in, and then I'm going to show you the other set that I made. So there are those. Let's move these. And then the ones that are actually shown in the tutorial that you can download use Unbounded Beauty. Now these you can see I used 2 different colors, Peacock and Berry Burst, but I added linen thread and those lovely sequins on all of these. So they are a little bit stepped up, but I wanted to really focus on just showing you the process of making a set of them and how it can be made with any designer series paper. Talk about a sharp contrast from this really pretty floral paper to the fun, bold dots. So again, in the description to the video, it will take you to the blog post where you'll see pictures of both sets of cards, as well as the link to download the free tutorial with the cutting diagram and all the instructions so that you can use this one sheet wonder as well. I hope you enjoy this project and you use it to make lots of stacks of cards. Thanks for watching. We'll be stamping again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.